My friend got a girl pregnant when he was 13 and the girl was 15. They met at the beach in Panama City, Florida. She was rich and lived in Ohio. He was poor and lived in Georgia. My friend never told anyone but me. He is now 28 and has a 15-year-old kid only I know about. The only reason he got away with it is because this girl's family was super rich. The girl never said who the guy was and would sometimes fly down to visit him in secret. I did not believe this shit until I saw pictures of his kid. His kid has never met him either, and I do not think he even knows he exists. I always daydreamed that if my friend died, I would have to tell his parents that he actually had a kid, and they had been a grandpa for 15 years and never knew it. To make it short, he confessed that his wife cheated on him with their neighbor, and he was completely lost. When, after posting on Reddit for advices, he tried to file for divorce, his wife killed their children to not let him get custody. Normally, I would never confess something like this, but oh well, the tea is hot and I have no one to spill to. So basically, a few days ago, it was my 17th birthday. We had a big party at the back of my dad's backyard and all his side of the family was here. Now my dad has two brothers that are in their late 40s, both gay, and they were extremely drunk when they arrived at the party. Not that anyone cared though, since half of the people at the party were drunk and the other half were passed out. Somewhere in between 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., both my uncles brutally banged on my door, which startled me a bit, but I still opened it because I was drunk, I didn't know better. One thing led to another, and I was eating my uncle out while the other uncle was riding me, all throughout the night till like 3 to 4 a.m. when I passed out. Since then, I just walked past both my uncles. The both of them seemed to be annoyed by that, but WTF was I supposed to do? Thanks for reading my confession. So I've been married over a year and just found my husband's secret Snapchat with tons of OnlyFans girls, etc. And I feel at my all-time low. This isn't the first time he's done something like this. He also had an extra TikTok account following exclusively provocative women. Apparently he's had this Snapchat for years and would receive explicit pictures and videos and even send women messages. I want to curl up and die. I don't feel attractive. I just gave birth a year ago, and I'm in the process of a weight loss journey that hasn't been easy. I don't think I can ever trust him again or be intimate with him. I currently hate him, and he doesn't even really seem sorry. I never knew who he was. 3. I just broke up with her in person and was leaving to go on an out-of-state training for my job. I was living with roommates at the time, and they didn't know that I broke up with her before I left. Anyways, I'm gone for about a week, and I'm really excited to just come back and sleep in my own bed and decompress from everything. I came home, took a shower, and went to take a nap. About 30 seconds into my nap, I turned my face over to the other side of the pillow, and something went into my mouth. I pull it out, and it's a couple really long strands of hair. I was so confused. I went downstairs and asked my roommates if they had been in my bed. They denied it, but said that my girlfriend came over a couple times at night to sleep in my bed because she missed me. I would call it creepy more than scary, but my mom's friend had a small house and lived alone. She noticed weird things: a batch of soup depleting faster than usual, missing eggs, damp towels in the hamper when she hadn't used any, extra dishes in the dishwasher, etc. This went on for months. She thought she was just being forgetful. One day she heard some thumping around in her attic and went to investigate. She found some makeshift living quarters, small radio, hot plate, sleeping bag, pillow, food wrappers, etc. She called the cops who came to keep an eye on the place. They ended up catching a homeless man climbing a tree trying to sneak into her attic window. He had been doing this almost daily. He would wait for her to go to work, then go downstairs and help himself to food and amenities. The funny part about this story is they got to know each other throughout the ordeal, and the guy was actually very respectful, just down on his luck. She didn't press Jed, let him move in, helped him get a job in the attic until he got back on his feet. Don't even imagine my stepmother as someone attractive. She is definitely the opposite of someone that looks hot or attractive. I remember I was trying to fall asleep, and I heard my dad trying to convince my stepmother to one day got active with me. I literally almost threw up on my bed. Just imagining her with me, man, that's really disgusting, and I was a teen. I understand why my dad asked her that. I didn't have a girlfriend, not even a female friend to go out with. He probably thought that I was homo or something. At the end, I tried to avoid them and pretended that I was going to go out with some girls at a party. Of course I didn't. I just went away from my house. I don't live with them anymore. I'm 23 right now, and I'm living in Chile with my mom and stepdad. As the title says, I accidentally drank my brother's fluids. I was looking for my laptop charger in my brother's room, and I came across a half-full bottle of my favorite juice. It was right next to his bed. I didn't think twice about it and just drank it. I unfortunately sculled it, and it was too late. Before I knew it, I was drinking my brother's cum. It tasted like orange-flavored fluid. I didn't notice the white bits floating to the top of the bottle before I drank it. I then threw it up all over his bedroom floor. There is now a huge stain on his bedroom floor from where I threw up his cum. It was disgusting. I can't look at him the same way, and I haven't had the same juice ever since. I hope I'm not the only person that this has happened to. I grew up living with an attractive stepmom that was in her 20s when I reached high school. All my gooning friends were practically drooling over her when she came to pick me up or they came to visit. So one time a friend of mine asked me to steal one of her underwear and bring it to school, and he buys it from me. After that, I went on selling one more of her underwear and 3 pairs of her sucks. I used the money that I made from that little venture to buy Red Dead Redemption 2 that I still play today. Guys, I was obviously a stupid kid back then that did stupid shit. I'm not proud of what I did. That's why I posted it in Confessions.